Rain down smoke.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Nalo, and today we're going to be talking about how to price check KATOWICE 2014 weapons and stickers. So as you may have heard in the Discord server, I have been pretty sick recently. I got the flu like 2 times, or maybe I had food poisoning, I don't really know. But what basically ended up happening was I had to take a hiatus from making videos in school and work, and it was just really bad. I missed a lot of really important stuff. So now I'm kind of back. I'm going to get back on the grind making videos and stuff like that. And we've gained quite a lot of subscribers, so I want to thank you all for that, of course. And with that being said, let's get straight into this video. So I guess the main reason I'm making this video is because, well, one, I just recently picked up a KATOWICE 2014 skin, and I think it looks really nice, and I kind of wanted to delve a little bit more into the topic, and also because I've seen a lot of people requesting how to price check this, both in my Discord and on Twitter and stuff like that. There's sort of been a new KATOWICE 2014 sticker craze, and let's kind of get into how to do that, what it means, and how to do sticker positions, and all that kind of great stuff. Okay, so obviously some ground information. The KATOWICE 2014 tournament was a major for CSGO, and it happened back in 2014. The stickers that were released for the tournament look extremely good, and people have always really loved them, and because of that, they've always maintained extremely high prices. In fact, even the cheap ones, the ones that have, no holo effect even, are still worth hundreds of dollars, which is insane. They are such a good investment. They've always been such a great investment. They're going to keep going up in the future, and you really should inform yourself on them before you become a strong investor. Okay, so we're going to start with how to find the prices of regular KATOWICE 2014 unapplied stickers. This is for non-holos, holos, and foils, of course. Now, obviously, there's no foils that can, actually be unapplied. They are all for guns, for souvenir guns, and those ones are a little bit of a different story. I think I'll save that for a different video since they're a bit different and hard to actually price check. And so we're going to just focus on the foils and papers, the holos and papers right now in this video. Okay, so generally speaking, obviously the holos are going to be a lot better than the regular paper stickers. The paper stickers are still very valuable and still worth quite a bit of money, but the holos are where the real money comes in. And if you want to find out how much these are going for, there's a few options. One of them is a site called Buff. It's a Chinese site, and it has a ton of KATOWICE 2014 sticker information on it in terms of pricing, because of all the Chinese investors that are the ones actually buying them. And with that being said, there's also a lot of other sites you can use. Bitskins, for example, I know has a lot of them going up for the American side of things, and Skin Baron probably has a few as well for the European side of things. So if you want to figure out how much a KATOWICE 2014 sticker costs unapplied, you can use one of those sites, and there'll be a lot of price information on there. And obviously, if you are a bit confused, you can always ask someone on Twitter or on Reddit on Global Offensive Trade how much a sticker is worth. Okay, so now on to the not so straightforward thing, and that is price checking the skins, the ones that actually have KATOWICE 2014 stickers applied to them. So this is a little bit more complicated, and it's not too hard, but we'll kind of figure out how to do this. So a general rule of thumb, obviously, is all KATOWICE 2014 stickers hold value, the worst one being probably the Mouse Sports KATOWICE 2014, and the best one obviously being the iBuyPower 2014, but they're all very good and they all hold value because of how much the sticker itself is actually worth, no matter if it's a paper or a holo. They're all very valuable stickers. So with that being said, the ones that are going to be worth the most amount of money are obviously going to increase the skin value by the most amount. So for example, the iBuyPower sticker, it's worth like 15 grand or something crazy like that, probably even more at this point. That's going to increase the value of your skin by a lot more. Also, of course, the demand of the sticker is important as well. The Titan stickers and the iBuyPower stickers are going to make your skin more valuable to people who want to buy them or collect them, and they're also going to make the skin more valuable just because they have higher demand. So if you want to check out a kind of general starting point for what they're valued at, CS.money actually recently upgraded the ability that their site has to check how much a KATOWICE 2014 stickered skin is actually worth. So if you want to go check out CS.money, they will have a very inaccurate price, but it still will be a good starting point since they did update it, of course. For example, they value my FAMAS that I showed earlier in this video at about $53 USD, which is a very low ball for sure, but it is still a good starting point because I know about how much more it is worth based on the CS.money price. It's worth about an extra $20 to $50, and so I can kind of sit in that price range. So if you want to get a starting point and you have no one to price check your item that has KATOWICE 2014 stickers on it, you could always go to CS.money and see how much they offer you for it. Now obviously I don't have every single KATOWICE 2014 stickered skin in the game. Depending on the base skin, depending on how rare the base skin is, depending on how rare the stickers being on that skin is, it all kind of has a bunch of different factors as to how much the skin is actually worth. And basically, the more KATOWICE 2014 stickers you have on a skin, the more it's going to be worth overall. And on top of that, the more of the same KATOWICE 2014 sticker, the more it's going to be worth overall. If you have a 4 times, which is the best possible, you're going to get a huge amount of sticker percentage out of that. So for example, if you have a really good base skin, let's say the AK Elite build that has a very low float and it's Stat Track Factory New or whatever else, right? So let's say you have that and you put 4 of the Clan Mystic Hollows onto that skin. So the Clan Mystic Hollows are worth about 3,100 right now, but if you have 4 of them combined onto the same skin, it's going to increase the sticker percentage that the skin is worth exponentially. So the skin is going to go from, if it was like a 1 times, to being worth about, like $60, to if it's a 4 times hollow, and that's going to be worth around $10,000. So obviously, if you have a 4 times, it increases the value of the skin by a huge margin. That being said, if you happen to at some point snipe a skin that has 3 of the same KATOWICE 2014 sticker on it, let's say you have like 3 LGB hollows on it, that is not going to be worth as much as it is if you have 4 of the same sticker on it. So let's say you buy the LGB one for a very low price, like about $100, and then you add your own LGB hollow to the skin, that's going to make the skin worth a ton of money, thousands of dollars. So if you ever have the opportunity to do that, I would say do it for sure. And obviously it's a very rare scenario that you get lucky enough to get a 3 times for that cheap. But if that ever does happen to you, keep it in mind that you can increase the value of it exponentially if you get 3 times for a snipe. So another factor of value is the skin that the stickers are actually applied to. Obviously, newer skins are going to have a higher value. The reason for that is because they are newer and they obviously existed when the KATOWICE 2014 prices were higher. So for example, if you take a really old skin like the AK Red line or the FAMAS Pulse like I showed earlier, they're not going to have as high of a value with KATOWICE 2014 stickers applied to them because they're not recent skins. And so they were created and they had stickers applied to them back when the skins were very old and the stickers had a much lower price than they do now. Now they're still worth a lot of money, but they're not worth anywhere near as much. So let's say, for example, if you took all the stickers on my FAMAS Pulse and you put them instead on the newest weapon in the game, which is like the Op Wildfire. That Op Wildfire is going to be worth a lot more, a significantly larger portion than my FAMAS Pulses because of the recency of the skin. Also, just to quickly mention this, if you're thinking about applying stickers to the skin, don't ever do that. It'll never be worth it. Not in a million years will applying a KATOWICE 2014 unapplied sticker to a weapon ever be worth it. If you have an unapplied sticker, keep it unapplied unless you desperately want that amazing play skin. But if you do have one unapplied, don't apply it or it'll lose like almost all its value. Okay, so let's do an example price check just so I can kind of walk you through how this kind of works. So let's say you go to the Steam Community Market and you buy this Tech9 Ossified that has a 1 times KATOWICE 2014 sticker on it for around $7. Now because the Tech9 Ossified is a very old skin and the KATOWICE 2014 sticker on it is only a 1 times, it's not going to have a very high value as a skin. $7 is probably a pretty realistic price to put this at. It's probably like 1% sticker price or 2% sticker price, not worth as much as you might think. And if you're confused about why I'm saying the percentage sticker prices, basically just take the value of the sticker and then take the percentage of it and then add that on to the value of the original gun, and that's what your KATOWICE 2014 sticker gun is going to be worth. So for an example of percentage, let's take my FAMAS Pulse for example, that is the 3 times non-hollows. Let's take the Titan non-hollow, which is worth about $1,300 in its non-hollow form, and that makes the percentage of it, if it was around 3 to 4%, makes it about $50 or so, in that kind of range. So I can expect to get an extra $50 onto my FAMAS Pulse just for the Titan non-hollow. Now obviously this depends on the buyer. If the buyer doesn't want to pay what you are asking for it, then you're not going to get any money out of it. So maybe you can lower your prices at that point. But these do have fairly high demand right now. There is sort of a craze for them, but they are still kind of hard to sell if you are talking about ones that are like non-hollow. Those ones tend to be a little bit hard to sell. They're not very easy. And the hollow ones are very easy to sell because they have much higher demand, but the non-hollow ones are going to be a little bit harder unless you have like a pretty nice one like my FAMAS Pulse, for example. As a general rule of thumb as well for the sticker percentages, you can pretty much always go with about 2%. Now, sometimes it's going to be higher, sometimes it's going to be lower, but if you have just a pretty average paper, non-hollow, obviously for the sticker, that is going to be roughly worth about 2% sticker price, somewhere in that range. Obviously, it depends on the base skin, but let's say it's just a regular average older skin in the game, then you're probably going to get about 2% sticker price for that weapon. Now, if you have more stickers that are also the same, that is going to increase the price quite a bit. You can maybe get 4%, 5%. If you have like a 3 times, that can go all the way up to like 15%. And if you have like a 4 times, that can go all the way up to like even 75% for the sticker price on each of them, which is pretty crazy. And that is worth a ton of money, obviously, for each skin that it's applied to. And with that being said, that kind of kind of gets you in the sort of range of how to price check these skins. Obviously, when I say 4 times and 3 times, I'm talking about the same KATOWICE 2014 sticker. So for example, 2, 3, or 4 LGB holos instead of just 1. And for example, my skin is not going to be probably worth over $120, the one that I have, the FAMAS Pulse, just because it is a 3 times and they're all different stickers, even though they're pretty nice, high demand ones. So to quickly recap what I said in this video, I basically taught you guys how to find out what the price of a KATOWICE 2014 sticker is on Applied, and I also taught you how to sticker price skins that have stickers on them based on their percentages. So with that being said, make sure you go check out the sites if you're trying to get into one of these. There are a few options for you to be able to snipe some of these really cool KATOWICE stickers. What you can do is go to this site right here up on screen, and this will allow you to put in any sort of variant of KATOWICE 2014, 2015, whatever stickers you want. You can put in any variant of them you want on the weapon. You can search by, the exact variant of it, or you can search by just one of them, for example, and it'll bring up a Steam community listing of all of them on the market that have that exact specifications that you put into the site. And this can allow you to snipe a lot of them pretty easily. That's actually how I got my FAMAS Pulse. I got it for about $51 because I saw it, and I was like, holy crap, it's a 3 times, and they're actually all pretty high demand stickers, even though they're papers. So that's really nice. I'm going to pick this up for 51 bucks. And I spent 51 bucks on it, and now I got about a $100 skin out of it, which is really cool. And you can get a lot of those really cool snipes if you just, really work hard at it and watch the market quite a bit and do the sticker checking quite a bit. If you're planning to grab one of these for an investment for the future, there are a lot of really good cheap ones. I know it can go all the way down to like 12 bucks, and you can get a non-scratched KATOWICE 2014 sticker. That's another thing, by the way. Make sure you're checking if it's scratched or not. If it is not scratched, then you're good. If it has any sort of scratching on it, it's going to basically mitigate all of the value that you would get out of that sticker. So make sure they're not scratched. And if you go and look on the market and stuff like that, and you check around, you'll be able to get one for like 12 bucks, 13 bucks, and you can kind of hold on to it from there until they're worth more money in the future, which obviously with time they will be, because no one's going to produce more of these stickers unless a bunch of those capsules are opened. So with that being said, that pretty much covers everything you need to know about KATOWICE 2014 stickers, both the unapplied and the applied versions of it. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this pretty long video, and hopefully you watched all the way to the end. If you did, be sure to leave me a comment below on what you thought of this video. Also make sure to like this video because I worked very, very hard on it, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want more content like this in the future. Join my Discord server if you want some investment help and price checking help, and join my Twitter by following me over at Nalo Video. And if you want to go do that, make sure you say hi to me, and I will say thanks for watching this video. So guys, that's all for today. See you next time. Peace.